Hi, K-pop lovers. Welcome back to the channel. If you've been anywhere near K-pop TikTok in the last 24 hours, you already know something happened. And if you don't, buckle up because this one caught literally everyone off guard. Before we get into it, drop a like and subscribe if you're new here because Monsties deserve every single update on Chiquita, and trust me, this story is one you don't want to miss. So here's where it starts. A few weeks ago, a fan account shared something that made BABYMONSTER and Hearts fans lose their minds at the same time. An OP claimed they spotted Chiquita and Ian from Hearts having a meal together in Hongdae, just the two of them, enjoying what looked like a completely normal, relaxed hangout. No cameras, no staged photo shoot, no schedule attached to it. Just two idols from two different companies, two different groups, sitting down for a meal like old friends. Now, if you know anything about how idol sightings usually go, you know this kind of thing doesn't happen by accident. Idols from different agencies don't just casually bump into each other for lunch unless there's an actual relationship there. And that's exactly what got fans talking. Comments started flooding and asking the obvious question: how close are these two, actually? Because on paper, Chiquita and Ian don't have an obvious reason to be that comfortable around each other. Different companies, different debut timelines, different fan bases. And yet here they were, casually eating together in Hongdae like it was nothing. Here's where it gets even more interesting. This wasn't actually the first hint that something was there. If you go back and look, Ian has talked about Chiquita before, and not in a vague, polite, "oh, I respect all idols" kind of way. In a fan profile roundup of Ian's favorites, covering everything from her favorite fruit to her favorite ramyeon, one line stands out clearly. When asked about her favorite BABYMONSTER member, Ian named Chiquita. Not a group answer. Not a diplomatic non-answer. Chiquita specifically. That's the kind of detail that fans hold on to because it tells you this wasn't some one-off encounter. There was already a foundation there before the Hongdae sighting ever happened. So when the lunch story broke, it didn't feel random to the people who had been paying attention. It felt like confirmation of something that had been quietly building. Fans started connecting the dots. If Ian already considered Chiquita her favorite member, and then the two of them are spotted having a meal together with no promotional reason to be seen in public together, that's not just a coincidence. That's a friendship that exists outside of scheduled content, outside of company-approved interactions, outside of anything either side needed to do for exposure. And that's honestly what makes this story different from a lot of idol interaction moments you see online. A lot of the time, when two idols from different groups interact, it's because there's a variety show involved, or a joint stage, or some kind of collaboration their companies arranged. This wasn't that. This was two people choosing to spend time together on their own, in a normal neighborhood, doing something as ordinary as getting food. That's the kind of detail that hits different for fans, because it suggests the relationship isn't performative. It's real, and it existed quietly before any of us knew about it. Now here's the part that changed everything, and if you thought the lunch story was big, this next part is what actually broke the internet. 12 hours ago, the official Hearts TikTok account posted a video. Not a fan edit, not a leaked clip, not something pieced together by an account trying to manufacture a moment. This came directly from the verified Hearts page, tagging Chiquita and BABYMONSTER by name, tagging the official BABYMONSTER account, and set to Hearts own track, Lemon Tang, from their comeback. In the video, Chiquita and Ian are dancing together, dressed in matching color-coded outfits, yellow and orange, clearly having fun in what looks like a proper collaborative moment between the two groups. This is the detail that matters most here. This wasn't fan speculation anymore. This was an official post, straight from a verified company account, publicly and intentionally putting Chiquita and Ian together on camera, dancing to Hearts own comeback song. If there was ever a doubt about whether this friendship was something companies were comfortable acknowledging, that doubt disappeared the second this video went up. And the numbers back up just how massive this moment actually is. Within 12 hours, the video pulled in over 1.1 million likes, more than 40,000 comments, and 85,000 saves. To put that in perspective, that's the kind of engagement most idols dream about getting on a solo push, and this was a collaborative moment between two groups that fans didn't even know were close until recently. The comment section tells its own story too. Fans weren't just liking the video, they were genuinely stunned. Comments expressing pure shock racked up tens of thousands of likes within hours, with people repeatedly asking if this was actually real, if they were seeing this correctly, if this friendship had really been happening this whole time without anyone noticing. That reaction alone tells you how unexpected this was for both fandoms. Nobody saw this coming, and yet once it was out there, it made complete sense. So let's actually connect this timeline, because when you line it all up, it paints a pretty clear picture. First, Ian already named Chiquita as her favorite BABYMONSTER member, long before any of this became public. Then, fans spotted the two of them having a private, unscheduled meal together in Hongdae, suggesting the relationship existed off-camera, in real life, without any company push behind it. And now, we have an official, verified post from Hearts themselves, publicly celebrating that same friendship with a dance video set to their own comeback title track. That's not a coincidence. That's a friendship that built quietly, moment by moment, before either fanbase fully caught on. And now that it's out in the open, both Monsties and Hearts fans are getting to watch it unfold in real time. What makes this even more meaningful is the timing. This is happening while both groups are actively promoting, which means neither side had to make time for this. Chiquita is deep into BABYMONSTER's CHOM World Tour era, and Hearts just dropped their Lemon Tang comeback. Busy schedules, packed promotional calendars, and yet they still made this moment happen. That says something about how much this friendship actually means to both of them. For Monsties specifically, this is exactly the kind of story that reminds you why Chiquita has such a wide reach beyond just her own group. She's not just connecting with her members, she's building genuine relationships across the industry, the kind that other idols openly talk about and want to be associated with. And for a member who's already carrying so much visibility for BABYMONSTER right now, seeing her form real, mutual friendships like this one only adds another layer to why she continues to stand out this era. So where does this go from here? Honestly, nobody knows yet, and that's part of what makes it exciting. Will we see more moments like this between Chiquita and Ian? Will their groups end up doing something bigger together down the line? Right now, all we know for certain is that this friendship is real. It's been building for a while, and it just got the biggest public confirmation it could possibly get. If this story genuinely surprised you the way it surprised everyone in the comments, let me know down below. Do you think this is just the beginning of something bigger between Chiquita and Ian? And if you want to stay updated on everything happening with Chiquita and BABYMONSTER this era, make sure you're subscribed, because trust me, this is not going to be the last surprise Monsties get this year. Annyeong.